like if you have influenza and you're elderly and you go into a hospital because that influenza is particularly difficult, normally they'll give you some kind of bacteria, like an antibiotic for bacteria to prevent secondary bacterial pneumonia. It's not that the virus is going to be affected by the antibiotic. It's the fact that the existing mess that's in the lungs of biofilm is going to be potentially allowed to proliferate and bloom, which then causes this bacterial pneumonia.
So what you're saying is the bacterial pneumonia doesn't come in the hospital like from some
no, not
bacterium.
a chance. No,
it's already kind of here.
It's already present. In fact, the data that I've collected from numerous sources at the moment, we can see sometimes even like 14 different pathogens in the lungs. It's yeah, and quite significant amounts of it in some cases where they've had a history of asthma or COPD and things like that. Essentially, exercise generates the metabolites that are needed for the inflammatory response, the interferon gamma response. So if you exercise and you go out, and this is where some things like post-exertional malaise, the known symptom for long COVID and ME/CFS and post-vaccine syndrome, and progressively more chronic diseases. There's a recent paper on that, which was rubbing people the wrong way over the last few months. Then yeah, what basically can happen is that the oxidative stress can end up then inhibiting a lot of the energy metabolism. When you exercise, you are generating the metabolites needed by that immune response, and then the inflammation is generated. So the body is trying to do what it's supposed to be doing. It's actually attacking essentially the free-floating microorganisms that it can see. And then we get concerned about the inflammation in the lungs, and so we then puff on Brio or some kind of corticosteroid or something to inhibit that interferon gamma response. And of course, that allows the persistent ongoing cycle to be occurring because we're never clearing the underlying infection.